All right, we're going to talk a little bit about pinching and why I'm going to do it here on this tree. This is a black Madeira and it is growing nicely, right? But we see this bare trunk that's formed. It's getting long and spindly with no lateral branching starting to form on it. So we don't want to let it get too long. About 18 to 24 inches is kind of the limit where you're going to need to pinch. So pinching again is just removing this apical bud right here. So you can see his leaf is starting to form out of it, but the bud itself is this little guy right there. And so hormones are concentrating for growth, and it's just going to continue pointing upward. And so you can even see just on that trunk there how it's lighter green. And because black Madeira is a little bit slower growing, it's going to be slower to lignify. And so again, lignification is that wood really turning it from that green new growth to that darker color there where it's a lot more structurally stable. So to pinch, you're just going to take your thumb and index finger, pretty self-explanatory. You're going to grab that little bud there and you're going to pinch and break it off. Kind of makes me sad to do this, but that's just part of the game, right? And so that little white stuff that comes out right there is fig latex. So don't get that on your finger because it will burn you unless you're immune to it. But I have yet to meet a person that doesn't get burned by fig latex. So that's going to heal up. And now that apical bud is pinched, we can start to expect in a few weeks to see lateral branching occur. And that's going to give this tree a much better shape in the future. And again, I'm not trying to get fruiting wood off of it this season because we're already in like mid-August. But what I want to do for that, it's structural. So again, we're going to encourage lateral branching. So that way the tree's not getting all tall, long, and spindly. And then you start having lateral branching way up high and it becomes structurally unstable. And we get some pretty strong winds out here. So we want that breaking the tree down. But yeah, so that's a pinch. There's a latex coming out of it on top. And that should kind of seal and heal and patch itself up over the next few days. In a few weeks, we're going to be looking for those lateral branches.